What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the North Shore 9 postgame show powered by Primanti Brothers. I'm Jim. With me again tonight is Tyler. Tyler, I was hoping we were going to get 5 wins in a row. The Pirates tried coming back there late, but they fall short. They strand the winning run in scoring position, and they lose 3-2 tonight to the Miami Marlins. How are you doing tonight, Tyler?
In about, I don't know, what, 36 hours we'll be in Chicago? Me and you?
Yeah. Me and you going to the Pirates Cup Series. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll be.
Hopefully, the offense does a little bit better than they did today.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But I mean, Jim, you gotta like the fight. Like, I think we're seeing a little more fight out of this team right now. And obviously you want to see more offensively. But I like the battles at the plate. It's just there's not enough talent here. And they didn't. It was a good baseball game, truthfully. Like, sometimes you don't win those. They just didn't come through when they needed to. That happens. It's Major League Baseball.
Yeah, they certainly had their chances today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was a winnable game. But they were 0 for 8. I mean, last night we talked about they were 8 for 19, I think, with runners in scoring position. Tonight, 0 for 8. There's your difference. You go 0 for 8, right. You lose. You go 8 for 19, you win. And that's kind of just what it came down to. We'll get into all of that and more. But before we do, let me tell you about Bet Online. It's the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. With baseball season in full swing, we're deep into the NBA and NHL finals, and Bet Online has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, scores, and even live in-game betting while the games are being played. We keep the dog days of summer rolling with the largest selection of odds on everything, with updated odds on MLB, UFC, and boxing to tennis and NFL futures. BetOnline remains the best online source for all your sports wagering info. In between games, head on over to the BetOnline casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. BetOnline, the game starts here. Where do you want to start with this one? I mean, I kind of want to talk about the 9th inning.
Yeah, let's just talk about the end of it because that's fresh on the brain here.
Yeah. As I said, the Pirates roared back. They gave up 3 runs. Mitch Keller gave up 3 runs. They were down 3-0 pretty much the entire game. We'll talk about the 8th inning. They kind of scratch and claw, 2 homers, gets them back within 1. And then the 9th inning comes along and they get something going right away. Spencer Horwitz gets on base with a hit by pitch. Nick Gonzalez goes the other way with a base hit. Jared Triolo almost thrown out at second on that single. It was a tough read for him off the bat. He didn't really get a good look at it, and he thought it was going to get caught, so he was sort of in no man's land there. Luckily, a poor throw led to him getting to second, or that would have been disastrous. But so you had first and second, nobody out, and then the red-hot Adam Frazier up to bat. And Tyler, this is, again, we're going to talk about Donnie Ball. He has shown the propensity to bunt a lot more than his predecessor did. And this was, you're down by a run. You've got 3 outs left. You got to score. You got Adam Frazier up, who's been pretty hot. And he gets the bunt sign. Misses the first one. Misses the second one. So now you got 2 strikes. He swings away, and he grounds out. So I just, what do you think about that decision to, I guess, call for the bunt? Because by calling for the bunt, you're taking the bat out of one of your hotter hitters' hands at that point.
Yeah. Well, before I do that, but Spencer Horwitz, let me just mention that's such a smart baseball play. Like it's hard to teach that. Like, it's natural. Get the hell out of the way of the baseball coming at you. But just sitting there, it's a breaking ball that's going to hit you in the foot. That's just smart baseball. We don't see that often. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to shout that out. The bunt, I absolutely hated it. I don't know how you feel on it. I didn't like it. It does end up kind of working out anyhow because Frazier does ground out, moves the runners over, so it didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I guess maybe you could argue it did because if you let Adam Frazier hit there, you never know what might happen. But I didn't like it. I personally, and I said this to you when we were at the game against the Brewers, that situation, I want to see a double steal there, Jim. Where do you stand on that one? Just double steal him. You've got Triolo at second. You've got Nick Gonzalez at first. Gonzalez can run. Triolo can run a little bit. Triolo gets thrown out at third. You still got a guy on second. You're tying the game up. The odds there, I feel like, are pretty similar to getting a bunt down.
Yeah, I think with me in that situation, like I said, I've said over and over again, not a huge fan of bunting when you're down because you only have so many outs to give. And so I'm not a huge fan of like giving up one of those outs. And again, Adam Frazier's been seeing the ball well. He's been hitting the ball well. And in that situation, like I feel like I trust his ability to just like put the barrel on the ball and try to make something happen. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the bunt down, which means he had 2 strikes. He ends up grounding out. The same result. He gets runners to second and third. Same result as what a sacrifice bunt would have given him. And then you give Henry Davis a chance and Ke'Bryan Hayes a chance. And Henry Davis pops up shallow right field, not really a competitive at bat. I think it was the second pitch he popped up, and he didn't hit it deep enough at all. Didn't give Triolo a chance to score there in any way. And then Ke'Bryan Hayes, who had a homer today, but has been struggling big time at the plate pretty much all year long. He strikes out to end it, and comeback falls short. It just sucks because like they had the chance in this inning. They had other chances throughout this game too, and they just didn't cash in.
Yeah, they did. It's frustrating, man. Then, like, I don't want to go too in depth of what happened there in the 9th inning. I'm sure we'll talk about it, but it was a game that they easily could have won. You get a good pitching performance. Again, you get pretty good bullpen help from guys that you're not really counting on.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get these ones.
Yeah. Before we get to the 8th inning, let's shift to Mitch Keller because I noticed some people on Twitter. I noticed some people on Instagram when we posted his stat line. I noticed some comments here in the chat. Like people are, for some reason, blaming Mitch Keller for today's loss, or they're poo-pooing on Mitch Keller. It's like, and he got the loss today. He's now 1-9 on the year, which is pitiful. But he's got 10 quality starts. 10 quality starts in 13 games. He's 1-9. The guy he's pitching well. Again, today, 6 innings, 3 runs, 8 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Like the dude pitched well today. If you go 6 innings and you give up 3 runs, that's a good start. Like that's what's expected of your starting pitchers. One of those runs too should have never even scored. Isaiah Kiner Falefa let Otto Lopez reach on a routine ground ball to shortstop, and then he scored on a play that O'Neal Cruz should have had him at home. Like,
yeah,
I want to defend Mitch Keller here for a little bit. He's got a 4.15 ERA, which is better than league average. He's 1-9. He's giving you innings. He's going deep in every single game that he pitches. If you're shitting on Mitch Keller, you're shitting on the wrong guy. The guys to shit on are the guys who couldn't score more than 2 runs in today's game. The guys to shit on are the guys who went 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Like that's like you're directing your anger at the wrong person here. Mitch Keller did enough to win this game.
So completely agree with you. I thought Keller looked pretty good today. Really, all things considered, aside from the IKF, it wasn't even IKF doing anything wrong. It's just the fact that he can't throw a baseball very hard. Like that's what it comes down to, is the fact that the guy can't play shortstop because they put him in a position he can't play. Aside from that, he basically missed on 1 pitch and it got hit over the wall. Like he threw a 2-seamer in that he didn't get in enough. That's what Mitch Keller gave up today. Where I will push back a touch, and it's June 10th. We'll see what happens. We've had the other side of this coin with Mitch Keller before, where we have him at a 3.30 ERA at this point in the year. We're talking about Mitch Keller being great and being the ace of the staff, and then he falls apart a little bit. So we've seen both sides of this. 4.15 ERA though for Mitch, and I know it's not all on him. He's got to be better. I'm sorry, but he's got to be better. He can't be a 4+ ERA guy. And I know that's league average, and that's fine. He's better than that. That's where the frustration comes in, though, Jim, is that he's better than that.
I guess is he? I mean, this is who he is. This is who he's been the last 4 years, practically. Like, and guess what? There's nothing wrong with a guy who's going to give you 180 plus innings with a ERA in the low fours. Like when Mitch Keller hits free agency, he's going to get paid. Like there's a reason why people are saying Mitch Keller is a trade chip here, is because a lot of teams would love to have a pitcher like this on their roster that they don't have. And so like, yeah, could he be better? Absolutely. Like Mitch Keller, I mean, you look at his FIP. His FIP's 3.27. He's, you know, that's a great sign of things to come. But yeah, ERA 4.15 after today, which is better than his career average. It's better than last year. It's better than the year before. So I mean, I guess I'm just confused on what people expect out of Mitch Keller at this point, because
I think that's completely fair.
Yeah, like I because like he's giving you exactly who he is. Like he is a workhorse starting pitcher that's going to give you a chance to win every single game that he pitches in. Like that's who he is.
Yeah, that's all super fair, and I agree with you, and I don't really have any complaints about Mitch Keller in general, but I need better results than I get from Bailey Falter and Andrew Heaney. I need you to give me better results than that, and I know they're a little bit better, but like they're not much better. And I think maybe we get a little like brain fogged as Pirates fans because we've seen so many other guys with like we've seen Joe Musgrove. We've seen what he did when he left. We've seen Jameson Taillon, guys with higher ERAs, Garrett Cole, whatever. We don't have to talk about all these guys, but
yeah,
we've seen these guys come through, have the 4 ERA, and you're like, there's more with it. Maybe Mitch is who he is here, and this is just the guy that we got. But I think he's better than this. Results
I'm just
wise,
saying, like
I need more, a little bit more.
I'm just not going to complain about this start. I'm not going to complain about Mitch Keller's season in any way. Like I feel like he's had a good season up to this point. Again, 13 starts, 10 of them being quality starts. I can't ask for more than that out of the guy. What I need to ask for is more offense. What I need to ask for is that in the first inning, when Andrew McCutchen gets a 1-out double, that Brian Reynolds or Spencer Horwitz get a hit and give the Pirates a run. What I want to ask for is when Isaiah Kiner-Falefa doubles to lead off the third, and you've got the top of the order coming up with a runner on second, nobody out, that someone gets a hit and scores him. And that doesn't happen. So like, again, I think the focus is entirely misdirected here. Like the Pirates had a ton of opportunities here to take advantage against a struggling Sandy Alcantara. I understand he's a Cy Young winner, like he's good. But you saw the good stuff tonight. Like Sandy Alcantara didn't look like a guy with a 7+ ERA tonight. He looked like the Sandy Alcantara that we all know, who won a Cy Young award a few years ago. He goes 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, just loaded up the zone. The Pirates really couldn't do anything with it. But like I said, they had their opportunities. Like I said, your 3 and 4 hitters had at bats and were ready to do damage there in the first. Your first, second, third hitters could have done damage in the third. In the ninth, you had hitters who could have done damage. You had people on base throughout this game where you could have made something happen and you just didn't make it happen. That's the difference. The Marlins took advantage of a mistake that the Pirates made in the 4th inning with the Isaiah Kiner-Falefa just not being able to get a routine ground out. And then the poor throw by Cruz that could have gotten Lopez at home. Lopez should have been out twice that inning is really what should have happened there. It's frustrating because, you saw a game like last night where the offense just did everything that you needed to see them do. And then tonight was just the complete opposite.
Like you see the lineup today, and that's a lineup that should score runs. Like, that's your best lineup you can put out right now.
Mm-hmm.
The lineup they put out today is the best they can do. And 2 solo home runs is what you got. And a bunch of uncompetitive at-bats.
Yep. Again, like that third inning, I think is probably the point where they could have really made something happen. Like Isaiah Kiner-Falefa doubles to lead off the inning. You got to find a way to score him. When your 9-hitter starts the inning on second base, you've got to score that run. O'Neill Cruz strikes out, McCutchen grounds out, Reynolds walks, Horwitz flies out. Spencer Horwitz, you mentioned that at bat in the 9th, but like at some point, this guy needs to wake up and start hitting. He goes 0 for 3 tonight. He's batting 205. He's slugging 301. This was your big offseason acquisition, and I understand he's kind of still quote unquote recovering from a wrist injury. But like this, he's not hitting as well as he needs to be hitting right now. Like Spencer Horwitz can't be giving you a 585 OPS.
You could have stopped it. He's not hitting. Because he's not
at
hitting.
all.
No, he's not. I think he will hit. I still do.
Like he kind of has
to. I know. He does have to. Like, there's no choice here. You have to hit, or it's going to get real ugly. But I do like the at-bats I've seen from Spencer Horwitz. Results-wise have been awful. He's been pretty much awful. I have some faith in him. I do think he's going to be at least an above-average hitter. You got to see it quick, because are we close to a month in now? We're 3 weeks in?
I mean, we're now at Spencer Horwitz. That was his 21st game played. He has 81 plate appearances now and a weighted runs created plus of 62.
Yeah, so if this is April 20th and we're talking about, hell, we talked about Brian Reynolds. We're annoyed with him. Yeah, we think there's better with what we're going to see. And Brian Reynolds is a different case because we've seen it from him. It's the same boat right now. He's got to be better. 3 weeks? You got to show us some life here, buddy.
Yeah, I guess, you could say he's got 5 barrels. He's got a 43% hard hit rate. So, like, that's all fine and dandy. So, hopefully things start falling for him. But, like, as of right now, he's not giving you what you need. He's been providing next to nothing.
It's also slightly concerning that they're just not playing against lefties.
Yeah, he's strictly a platoon guy.
That was your offseason acquisition, and you're just not playing against lefties.
Yeah,
sweet.
Offense in general today was pretty bad. I mean,
Thanks, Jim.
They just didn't do too much. Until the 8th inning, there was just no life. And then Ke'Bryan Hayes, who, my God, just give us something offensively. Ke'Bryan Hayes, his defensive metrics this year are outstanding. He's one of the best defenders in baseball yet again. But you become almost unplayable if you can't hit just a little bit. And that's what's crazy. We're not asking Ke'Bryan Hayes to hit like he did in 2023. We don't need that, Ke'Bryan Hayes. We need 15% below average league hitter, Ke'Bryan Hayes, and he's a 3-win player. And right now he's giving you 40% below average league hitter. And like I said, the home run, cool. Hit that today, his second of the year. I guess that makes up for the Nick Fortes homer that Miami hit, because same thing. You shouldn't be giving up homers to Nick Fortes, but his second homer of the year, slugging percentage is now 366, on base percentage 258. He's just not doing enough. But Hobart today, give him that. And then O'Neill Cruz, my God, he crushed that ball in the 8th, just demolished it.
Hayes needs to be better, obviously. Cruz, he murdered that baseball, man.
He did.
And he didn't even watch it. He didn't look at it. He hit it and stared at the dugout. He's impressive sometimes. Yeah. Also, really good defensively lately. his defensive WAR is positive now.
O'Neal Cruz, yeah, he's provided
He's
positive defensive value at this point.
Wild after how awful he was for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he murdered that ball.
Going back to the defense, you would have liked to have seen him make that play in the fourth.
Yeah. To go back to that. That's the second one in a row we've seen him either sail or just completely be offline. He's got to make these throws more competitive. And the reason I say that is as the year goes on, like they're going to run on you more and more. You have to at least make these things close at the plate. And maybe they'll think again about sending them. You're not going to get them all. It's going to be what it's going to be. The tag's not always going to be there. You're not going to make a perfect throw. But you have to make that third base coach know that if he's sending that guy, there's a good chance that he's going to be out. Right now, O'Neal Cruz is not doing that because his throws are either going to kill somebody behind home plate or they're going to be in the dugout. He's got to get better in that aspect.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it was kind of frustrating because Otto Lopez should have been out twice here. And luckily, like the throwing error didn't contribute more because like Wagaman was able to get into second base on that throw. And Keller was at least able to strand him there. But yeah, overall, you would like to see Cruz. He's showing off the arm. It's just not really doing anything for him yet. But like we all know the arm strength and the arm, the velocities there on his throws. But yeah, he needs to give us something really exciting to talk about defensively. I feel like he's gotten a lot better. He's gotten a lot better at like his decision making in center field, and he's gotten a lot better at like routes and like fly balls, especially going back. I feel like is where he's made a big improvement, like going back towards the wall. But yeah, I mean, show off the arm and make him pay for running on you.
And he can. Like he played shortstop. You can throw accurately. He gets ahead of himself and he tries to throw 120 miles an hour to home plate.
Right.
You can throw it 90. It's fine.
I mean, if you could throw it hard, but like just have it be online. So
you don't have to throw it as hard as humanly possible every single time.
No, but it is more fun that way, though.
It
isn't
is.
It?
It's so fun.
If I could throw it 105, with a crow hop, I'd do it too.
That's probably true. If I could throw 105, I would definitely do it every time possible.
So yeah, I wanted to make sure we gave I wanted to give Keller some love, and I feel like we did that. But I thought he looked good today. I mean, he got a ton of swings and misses. This isn't a great Marlins team. Fortes made a good swing on the homer. Like it wasn't a terrible pitch. You'd like to see him maybe get that sinker a little bit farther in and down, but like it wasn't the worst pitch in the world. It was a good piece of hitting by a player that normally doesn't hit well. Hayes did the same thing. Did a good piece of hitting that normally doesn't hit well. So yeah, that happens, and you can't expect your starters to be perfect every time out. Right. Like that's just plain. Like your pitchers are going to give up runs, and he gave the Pirates a chance to win here. I do want to talk about the bullpen. They were outstanding today. Ryan Borucki 1, 2, 3, Isaac Matson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I mean, those two were great tonight.
Matson was especially excellent.
Mm-hmm.
He was really good tonight. 3 strikeouts in 2 innings. He raised eyebrows tonight. I think he at least put some people in the organization and noticed that, hey, like I can throw a little bit here in the pen. So that was good to see. Borucki, good to see a bounce back from him. He's been rough lately. ERA ballooned over 5, but he looked more like Ryan Borucki that we know. I want to see a little more Isaac Matson, man. I know I said it about Tanner Rainey, but like Isaac Matson's a little more intriguing than him.
I feel like this is just kind of a good role for him. Like he did have that huge inning where he got out of it. Whose outing was that the other day?
It was like 3 or 4 days ago.
Falter's start.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
it was a short one.
Like he did really, really well there. That was last Friday, I want to say, or maybe it was last Friday. But he got his first major league win. But pitching in, like I don't need him to be a high leverage reliever or anything, but if he can give you stuff like this, like 2 innings, just 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down, um, he was good, and the stuff looks good too. Like I think that's what's exciting about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a journeyman. He's 29 years old. He was pitching for the Washington Wild Things a couple years ago. So it's kind of an incredible journey that he's had to this point. But like you look at his pitches, you look at the run value of these things. Like his fastball plays really well. He's got a decent slider. His changeup looks pretty decent against lefties too. But like that fastball is definitely his bread and butter, and it's a good pitch. It's a pretty good pitch. And like you look at everything as far as like StatCast, and he's been a good pitcher up to this point. I said small sample size, but you've got to like what you see out of Isaac Mattson so far.
You do. There's something there, I think. And like you see guys get pulled from everywhere. That especially relief pitchers, that you can grab them anywhere. But you know what? I think he almost is like what we'd hope Kyle Nicholas would have been.
Yeah,
at least this
stuff isn't.
It's small. It's small sample size, but
yeah, the stuff isn't as good, right? And like different pitch mix, but
a little bit. Yeah,
I mean,
stuff's still good.
The stuff's good. I mean, today 11 swings on his pitches and 45% whiff rate. Like that's really good. I don't know if Kyle Nicholas is a comp just because it's a.
I guess what I mean by that, thing, like by comp, I just mean
throwing
like
strikes. He's throwing.
It's
strikes.
a guy that with the stuff that you have hopes for, and they're a little bit intriguing, but there's just something wrong.
Yeah,
Mattson to this point has looked like Nicholas did whenever we had hopes for him.
Okay, yeah. I mean, results-wise, like we would love to see these results out of Kyle.
Yeah,
Nicholas.
It's the same feeling. Like after Kyle Nicholas has 2 good games in a row.
Yeah. I mean, striking out 12 per 9, walking 1.5 per 9. Like he is throwing strikes and he's executing pitches quite nicely. No, can't ask for much more out of Isaac Mattson, the pit product, by the way, Isaac Mattson. But yeah, I mean, crappy game. It at least went by really, really quickly because both starting pitchers were throwing strikes. There was only 1 walk in this entire game. 15 strikeout. I mean, it was neither team threw over 130 pitches. Like this was a well pitched, efficient ball game. I don't know if it was well pitched or if it was poor offense as well added into that. But yeah, I mean, it's just it was a bad loss. It was a bad loss. It was a game that they should have won. They had their chances to win, and they just didn't come through when they needed to.
Yeah, if they would have just lost 3-0, probably wouldn't have blinked at all.
That's true. A 3-0 loss wouldn't have been as bad.
Yeah,
like the fact that it got close and they had that chance there in the 9th. That's what stinks. And then now you can kind of look at, oh man, well, the first inning too was a run. The third inning was a run that they missed. Like they missed 3 different opportunities to score, and they lost by 1.
Yeah, it sucks. It happens. 162 games. You have these. And these are easier to swallow whenever you don't look like absolute dog shit for an entire month and a half.
Yeah, you're right. But anyways, tomorrow, Bailey Falter versus Cal Quantrill. It's a day game. Pirates need to win this one to win the series and get back on track. So you can't lose a series at home to the Marlins. You can't lose 2 series to the Marlins. Yeah, so win tomorrow. It's Bailey Falter. He's trying to rebound. He didn't have the greatest start last time. Got pulled after 3 2/3 innings. So hopefully he comes back and bounces back. He did pitch pretty well against the Marlins his first start of the year. So we'll see how it goes.
And Cal Quantrill is one of those guys on MLB The Show that I play against to try to rack up as many points as I can in stats. So come on, Buccos.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it on Bucko Brew, but like the Pirates, for some reason, like Cal Quantrill is not a good pitcher. He's not a good pitcher. but for some reason he plays well against the Pirates. So hopefully we can stop that, because he has not been a good pitcher for his career for a while now, and he has not been a good pitcher this year at all.
He's
12
terrible.
starts, 5.63 ERA. Yeah, he's been very bad.
Yeah, please score runs.
So let's score off of Cal Quantrill tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, anything else to add here, Tyler?
No, I think I'm good. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see everybody tomorrow. Day game again, 12:35. We'll be back with another post-game show, and then we've got an NS9 live tomorrow night. And then Tyler and I are off to Chicago to see the Pirates sweep the Cubs.
Gonna have some fun.
Yeah, it will be fun. So, all right, guys, appreciate everybody in the chat. If you're watching now, later, listening later, all you guys, you all rock. Like, subscribe, review, rate the show, all that good stuff. And we'll be back tomorrow. See you guys.
Peace out, our scouts.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube. If you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.